Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Screw Toy action figure review. And today we'll be looking at the Marvel Legends Disney Plus wave, the Hydra Stomper Build-A-Figure, Hawkeye's Kingpin, and WandaVision's Agatha Harkness. Now, I did not want most of this wave. The only one I wanted from this wave was Kingpin. And my mom, who actually collects some figures, she doesn't collect fully like I do. She wanted Agatha Harkness, and I bought it for her, and yeah, she let me review it. So let's get a quick look at the packaging. It is your standard windowless packaging that should be going away here in the near future, as the windows are coming back on Marvel Legends, and some people are happy about that, some are not. To me, I'm indifferent. This packaging usually goes in the trash, either or, with the windows or without the window. So yeah, I'm really indifferent about these packaging, but let's get a quick look at them. You get the figures here in the center that shows what they look like, some renders of them, the name of the TV shows that they're from: WandaVision, Hawkeye, Marvel Studios, some bullshit down here that says plastic free packaging, Hasbro, and some warning hazards. On the side, you get some very nice art. You get that that Hawkeye comic book style of art. Can't remember the name of the exact comic that the show was inspired by. Dang, what's the name of it? But anyways, yeah, you get that style of art there. You get Agatha right there, a steal from that show. On the back, you get the figures and the accessories that they come with. Agatha doesn't come with any accessories, but she does come with some of the Build-A-Figure parts. You get a whole bunch of bullshit down there. Same thing with Kingpin. The accessories that he comes with, he doesn't come with any of the Build-A-Figure pieces, and usually the most sought after figure is the one that doesn't come with the Build-A-Figure piece. A whole bunch of bullshit down there. You get the labels or the barcodes right there. So if you need to screenshot those, you can do so now. Just pause it and screenshot those. On the side, you get the Build-A-Figure and the numbers that correspond with the figures that it comes with. As you can see, Agatha comes with 4, which is the heads and the torso. And then Kingpin doesn't come with any. So yeah, this is the Build-A-Figure and then the characters in this wave. Warrior Gamora does look cool, but I don't need her. Talos, don't want to pick him up. Nick Fury looks alright. Agatha Harkness, although I do think it looks like a great figure, I don't need her in my collection. I really don't. Marvel's Goliath, which is from an episode that hasn't aired yet, looks cool, I guess. He kind of probably the least desirable figure out of the wave, maybe next to Talos. But yeah, Goliath, I have no interest in picking him up. And then Yelena Belova looks cool, but I don't really need her. On top, you get the logos. Right here, you got Wanda, and over here, you got the Hawkeye logo. On the bottom, some more bullshit. Enough about this packaging. Let's crack these bad boys open. And here we have Agatha and all the accessories that she does come with, which is nothing except for the Build-A-Figure pieces, which is just the jetpack of the Hydra Stomper. I thought it was the body, but I guess not. I think the body comes with Yelena Belova. So Agatha comes with the jetpack and the Steve Rogers head sculpt, which looks okay. If I can get it to focus. Yeah, right there. There we go. Which looks alright. Doesn't look too bad. And then we got the Hydra Stomper helmet, which as well looks pretty okay. Won't be building that, so that off to the side. Here we have Agatha Harkness, and she looks pretty dope, man. She looks pretty cool. And I'm sorry if you hear some noise in the background. That's my kids playing in the living room right now. But yeah, man, this looks pretty dope. I really like her head sculpt. Looks amazing. I think it looks exactly like the actress. I can't remember the exact name of this actress off the top of my head, but I love the hair. It's kind of in a dynamic pose, but it can also work as a kind of a neutral hair pose right there. It's not too crazy, but that face printing technology is just amazing, man. I mean, look at that. That looks exactly like that actress. Man, what's her name? I don't know. I know her from Step Brothers. That's where I know her from. But yeah, just the detail throughout this figure is amazing. You get all these nice wrinkles and a nice little wash on top to bring out those sculpted lines. I'm glad they did that and they didn't just leave it a flat blue plastic like they usually do. You get that almost metallic green right there, which looks pretty dope, man. Yeah, I like that. I actually like that quite a bit. Now that I have this figure in hand, I might want to go back and pick it up. But then I'm going to be tempted to go back and pick up that new Scarlet Witch from Multiverse of Madness. But over here you get some nice textured crack detail, kind of like cracked leather right there. That looks really well. Nicely painted on there. You get the little amulet right there, and then the little collar piece. It kind of looks like a pope collar right there. The sleeves look good. They're big and baggy. She has those black fingertips like Wanda did. And Multiverse of Madness, I think that's when the Darkhold gets a hold of you. Not too sure. Moving on to the rest of the dress, you get some of that metallic green throughout the skirt. Down to the bottom right there, you can see some of it. And then you get the slit right here. It kind of helps you with some of the articulation, but still traffic cones a lot of that articulation under there, so that's a bit unfortunate. She does have legs or articulated legs down there, but I think these are reused, as they got pins and stuff, and these heels look like they've come from a different figure as well. Not too sure how accurate these shoes are to the show, but yeah, not much going on underneath there, just plain black legs. And then she has this very nice scarf, if you want to call it, like a scarf type cape thing. That's a purple translucent plastic with some darker purple wash on top of it. And I think it looks good, man. I like it quite a bit. It is removable. It's easier when you pop off the head and remove it, but you can also remove it without popping off the head. So you can have her without it. And just a closer look at the cape, as you can see, it does have that darker wash in the back to kind of, give it some kind of form, so it won't just be all translucent. And yeah, man, again, it looks pretty nice. Getting a look at the back of Agatha, you get some sculpted detail, but no paint. You can see the lacing on the back so she can tie her dress together, and some more folds and wrinkles. Yeah, pretty dope overall. Now let's get a quick look at articulation. Her head is on a dumbbell joint with a hinge. No, actually it's on a ball and hinge. I'm sorry, not a dumbbell joint. Which I think it would have been better if she would have had that neck piece be a separate piece, and a dumbbell joint. I think that would have got better range of motion, because she can't really look forward because of that hair. Can't really look back because of that hair. You get some pivoting in there, but nothing too crazy. Her arms are on hinges, and the hinge about that much, which is not a bad amount. She does have a full rotation if you would like it. Single jointed elbows, unfortunately, it's just the nature of the design. Yeah, you can't really get too much motion out of that, but you get some of it. It's not too bad. You get about 90, and then you get a swivel in there, but again, it's not going to move much because of the cuff around her arm. And then hinges on the hand that hinge up and down and rotate a full 360. And then she does have a dumbbell joint here at the waist that goes some to the side, some to this side, a little bit forward, left, way further back, as so. And then again, the legs underneath do have double jointed knees that are pins, and then you do get a hinge at the foot. The hinge is good amount forward, good amount back, and then she does have ankle pivot. And here we have Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin from Hawkeye. This is how he appeared in the Hawkeye show. And almost a perfect figure in my opinion. I think it looks exactly like the actor. The proportions is what gets me. The legs, the body, the head, I feel like are all perfect size for him. It's just the arms. The arms are way too skinny in my opinion. I think that's what really throws his figure off. If he had thicker arms, I think he would have benefited a lot more. I'm going to try and see if I can find any figure that has kind of a bulkier arms, kind of like suited arms that are a little bit bulkier. Maybe that Deadpool that came in that 2-pack with Hit Monkey. I'm going to have to look and search for some thicker arms, because those arms just look way too skinny, man. They look a little goofy, like he's, he just skipped arm day or something. They're just way too skinny. But here are all the accessories that he comes with. He comes with a pair of gripping hands and a pair of fists. And he also does come with his cane that looks pretty nice. Let's get a quick look at that. It's done very well. It's just black plastic with some gold at the middle of the staff right there, and then the top where it holds the diamond. And the diamond is just some white paint right there. Yeah, looks pretty dope. Nothing too crazy. And then again, the fists are nice. And then it does come with a set of gripping hands. One has a vertical hinge and one has a horizontal hinge. So I like that they included that horizontal hinge. It does look nice. Let's get a look at Mr. Wilson Fisk himself. As you can see, it looks just like the actor. What's his name? Vincent D'Onofrio. I think that's how you pronounce it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, man, that's 100% him. I think it looks just like him. He looks a little bored. I wish the expression was a little bit different, maybe a little bit more angrier, or kind of like snarling teeth, something that, or just a second head sculpt. I think would have really benefited this figure. I know it's kind of looks like it's being blown out right now because a lot of white pastiness in this figure. So turn my lights down a little bit. There we go. As you can see, man, yeah, he just looks bored. I wish he would have came with a second head sculpt with a more angry expression. The shirt underneath is just a black shirt. Did he wear ties in the show? I need to go back and look, but yeah, I want to see if he wore a tie in the Daredevil show. I like the color scheme that they chose for Wilson Fisk in the Hawkeye show. I know he wore the Hawaiian shirt in the last episode. A figure of that I think would be pretty dope as well. But the suited body, I think it's perfect. It's almost comic accurate to Kingpin. In the comics, he has the white coat with the purple pants. So that is nice. And these legs are pinless. So nothing too crazy, man. We've seen these, everything on this figure is reused. We've seen all these parts before. I think these legs are from Happy Hogan. I want to say Happy Hogan had different arms. They were new. They were a little bit thicker. I think maybe those thicker arms would have been better. I might be mistaken. He might have came with these arms as well. But I know I've seen thicker arms on suited bodies. I just don't know where I've seen them. So I need to go look for some. Because, yeah, these are too skinny. He definitely needs bulkier arms. But yeah, let's get a quick look at his articulation, and then we'll get some size comparisons. So he does have a dumbbell joint at the head, and he can look up a great amount, and he can look down a decent amount. He does have some articulation underneath there. Not too sure what he has. I think he has a waist swivel and an ab crunch, but yeah, you're not going to get any of that ab crunch. The waist swivel, you'll get pretty good amount out of it, so not too bad. Arms are on ball joints, and they hinge just about that much, so nothing too crazy. He does have a upper bicep swivel, double pinned elbows, which they were pinless and thicker, and then he has a hinge, up and down hinge on his what is that, right hand, and a vertical hinge, a side to side hinge on his left hand. So again, I like that they included that, and then again the fists do just have the regular up and down hinge. Upper thigh cuts, double pinless knees that get a great range. So if you want him like kicking Daredevil or something, bah, you can do that. As we are getting Matt Murdock in the No Way Home, you can have these two facing off, and then his foot hinges this much forward, a lot further back, and then he does have great ankle pivot with pegals at the bottom of the feet. And I do like the shoes that they gave him. They didn't give him those old Colson feet, so he stands pretty well actually. So I do like that quite a bit. But yeah, man, pretty solid figure overall. Nothing too crazy. Let's just get a quick look at some size comparisons. Here we have Kingpin and Agatha Harkness next to the Deluxe Marvel Legends Retro Card Kingpin and the Retro Card Scarlet Witch. And I don't have any live action Scarlet Witch, so that's why I used this comic version. Now that I have Agatha in hand and I reviewed her, I think I might go back and pick her up. And then if I do pick her up, I'm going to have to pick up that new Scarlet Witch as well. And yeah, man, as you can see, this Kingpin is very much bigger than its live action counterpart, which makes sense, you know, in a live action setting. He wouldn't be this massive or huge. It's just not realistic. Just the arms, I think, do need to be bulkier. I think that's what's really throwing this figure off. I know a lot of people said that his height, he looks small, but I mean, look next to Agatha, he kind of towers over her. I think what everybody is tripping or kind of throwing everybody off is those arms, man. He definitely needs some bulkier arms. And here we have him next to Hammerhead. I just wanted to show him with another suited body next to Kingpin, which do share the same feet, the same legs, and I believe that might be it. And maybe the same arms. Yep, same arms. As you can see, this one kind of doesn't look like, I don't know, it doesn't look like it throws off the proportions, but for some reason, it really does look like it throws off the proportions on Kingpin, man. Yeah, that's just kind of odd. Here we have him next to the Tobey Maguire SH figure Spider-Man and the Marvel Legends version. And as you can see, he's still taller than both of them, which again, it works for size comparisons. He should be bigger than a Spider-Man. And as you can see, he is bigger than Tobey Spider-Man. So that'll work in your Sam Raimi display if you wanted to throw him in there. Here's where he starts looking a little less intimidating next to Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. While I think it works with the SH figure Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, not so much with the Marvel Legend. He is taller than him. He just doesn't look as imposing because they're just slightly off. He's not too much taller or bigger than he is. And last but not least, and what matters most in my opinion, is what he looks like next to the Marvel Legends Tom Holland Spider-Man, as is the universe that he's going to be in, the MCU. And I think the height difference is perfect. He towers over Spider-Man. He's big and imposing, and it looks like he's going to give this Peter Parker a run for his money. He kicked Daredevil's ass a couple of times. While Spider-Man is way, way stronger than Daredevil, I still think he will be a challenge for this version of Peter, as he is, in my opinion, I wouldn't say the weakest Spider-Man of the 3 live-action Spider-Mans, but he's definitely not as strong as like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and maybe up there with Andrew. So yeah, I think this Kingpin is going to give this Tom Holland Spider-Man some trouble in his universe, and I cannot wait to see these two share screen time. Kingpin is one of my favorite Spider-Man enemies, and yeah, cannot wait to see them battle it out in live action. And there you have it, some pretty good figures from the Marvel Legends team. Nothing too crazy. These are some good spot fillers. Everybody wanted an Agatha figure, and now we have it almost 2-3 years later. And William D'Onofrio, is that his name? I can't remember. Kind of slipping my mind a little bit. We finally have his version of Kingpin in action figure form. And again, another good spot filler. I know we got those Netflix Marvel figures a couple years back. Not a couple years back. It's been, how long now? 2017, 2016 when those figures came out. So quite some while back. And we can add him to that shelf. Or, you know, as rumors have it, he is going to be one of the main villains in the next Spider-Man movie, and Tom Holland's Spider-Man movie. So you can add him in your MCU Spider-Man display. A lot of options for this guy. But yeah, feels a little outdated. I wish they would have gave him some new arms. I know I said that over and over throughout the review, but that's literally my biggest complaint. If he had some thicker, pinless arms, I think this figure would have been really, really nice. Another head sculpt also would have been nice as well. More angrier head sculpt. As of now, he kind of just looks bored, like he's not happy to be here. But I would have loved to see a angry, gritted teeth head sculpt, which would have been nice to pose next to Daredevil, or him kicking Daredevil's ass, or Spider-Man's ass. As of now, he just kind of looks bored, kind of sad a little bit. But yeah, again, solid figures overall. For me, the Marvel Legends team with these two figures gets a thumbs up. So good job, guys. Not some bad figures, but not some great figures either. Yeah, enough of me rambling on. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. The links to all those are in the description down below. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.